Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about a much smarter way, more effective strategy to really master French. Let's get right into it.
And if you've ever felt like you're just drowning in French vocabulary lists, well, you're in exactly the right place. So, does this hit home? You're studying, you're trying to memorize, but it all feels like a huge jumbled mess? Trust me, I get it. You are definitely not alone in feeling this way.
Ah, yes, the classic approach. You get a list with words like apple, to run, politics, sad. Sound familiar? It's how so many of us are taught. But is it really working? Not really. It's probably one of the toughest ways for your brain to actually hold on to information long term.
But that's exactly why we're here. It is time to completely change the game plan. So I want you to think of this as your new coaching playbook for vocabulary. We are moving away from just working hard to working smart. This right here breaks it all down. You see, the old way, that random memorization, makes it so hard to pull a word out of your head when you actually need it. But with thematic learning, you're basically creating a mental map. You're building these powerful connections between words, which makes it, way easier to remember them and, most importantly, to actually use them. Okay, so let's put this into practice with our very first drill. We're going to focus on a theme that is just absolutely essential for any real conversation, the words you need for your thoughts and your feelings, your inner world.
Look at these verbs. They're all neighbors, right? They live in the same little district in your brain called states of mind. You've got penser, rêver, savoir, se souvenir. They're all connected, which makes them so much easier to learn and remember as a group.
And this is the power of context. You're not just learning a dry definition for rêver, you're connecting it to a real emotional thought. Je rêve d'avoir une belle vie. That little bit of emotion, that's the glue that makes the words stick in your memory. And here's another one from our theme, this time with the verb savoir. Je sais que de bons amis sont loyaux. See, it's not just a word, it's a full idea, a belief. This is how you start to genuinely think in French, instead of just translating word for word in your head. Now, inside our theme, we bumped into a verb that can sometimes trip students up, se souvenir. Now, this is what's called a reflexive verb, but please don't worry. The pattern is actually super simple once you see it laid out. Let's just break it down real quick. The key is that little word in front, the reflexive pronoun. It just changes with who is doing the action. See the pattern?
Je goes with me, tu with te, il, elle, on with se.
Once you get that simple rhythm down, you've pretty much unlocked a whole category of French verbs. And there it is, in a full, natural sentence. Je me souviens de mes amis d'enfance. By learning se souvenir as part of our states of mind theme, you didn't just learn what it means, you also learned its grammar, all in a context that actually makes sense. Awesome! Let's move on to our next drill and see how this method just keeps building on itself. We're going from our inner world, our thoughts, to our outer world with a brand new theme, the vocabulary for building relationships. These verbs literally tell a story. First, you meet someone, rencontrer, then maybe you introduce some to friends, présenter. You grow to respect them, respecter, and hey, maybe one day you even get married to them, se marier avec. Learning them in that natural order makes so much more sense. And here we go, a perfect, simple start. Ginette a rencontré deux amis. This is step one on that relationship journey, meeting someone. It's clear, it's in context, and it's the foundation for this whole theme. Now here we see the verb respecter in a real social situation. Ginette obéit car elle respecte sa mère. This sentence gives the word real depth, right? It shows you how it actually works inside a relationship. And that is so much more powerful than just memorizing that respecter means to respect. So we've gone through 2 drills, and now you can see how this whole thematic learning thing works. But what's next? How do you go from just knowing these words to actually using them with confidence when you're talking to someone? Well, there's this wonderful proverb in French that just says it all perfectly. C'est en forgeant que l'on devient forgeron. Literally, it means it is by forging that one becomes a blacksmith. In English, we just say, practice makes perfect. Think about it. You can't become a blacksmith by reading about hammers. You have to actually pick one up and start forging metal. And language is the exact same. You have to speak it. So are you ready to become a forgeron, a blacksmith of the French language? You've got the strategy now, this thematic learning. You've got the tools, the words we've explored today. Now the only thing left to do is to put it all into action.
And the absolute hands-down best way to practice is by speaking. So this is your call to action. Take everything you've learned here and use it in a real conversation.
Allez-y, réservez une leçon avec moi et nous pratiquerons ces thèmes ensemble. Nous forgerons ces connexions dans votre cerveau jusqu'à ce que parler vous semble naturel, facile et que vous vous sentiez en confiance. J'ai vraiment hâte de discuter avec vous très bientôt. Go ahead and book a lesson with me and we'll practice these themes together. We will forge those connections in your brain until speaking feels natural, easy, and confident. I really look forward to speaking with you soon. À bientôt!